What's the challenge stopping the run compared to the other guys?
It's a two-headed monster, but both guys are capable of a lot of damage. Jahmyr Gibbs, when he gets going, it's lightning in a bottle. And with David Montgomery, runs downhill, big playability, and it's never just one guy that gets them down. They break a lot of tackles, and they finish their runs.
Is their ability to throw the ball what makes it maybe as challenging because they're balanced?
Yeah, I think they're leading the league in explosion plays, passing, and you would think the otherwise with the run game, but Jared gets the ball out to a lot of good receivers. He's got Jameson and he's got Amon St. Brown, so big play capability all around, and their screen game is very good as well.
What did you take out of how you defended the run against Miami that maybe you don't apply?
In instances we stopped the run, we got off the field early, and our offense put up a lot of points where they couldn't just rely on the run game.
What have you seen out of Jack this year in his readiness if his opportunity comes on Sunday?
Jack is just he's getting better every week, and for a rookie to be playing this early, him, D-Harm, and YA, they've contributed a lot to our group. And they just got to keep taking steps. The more you get in these situations, the more you get counted on different guys. And Jack's no different. Jack's going to have to step up this week, and, we believe he could do that.
Kim, what's the sort of level of belief in the room about what you guys can do, and has it been heightened at all after the last two victories?
Not heightened. We just got to keep doing what we do. The confidence comes when you do your job, play in and play out. Make the plays you're supposed to and are accountable. But these games mean a lot, and there's a theme with these last couple games. It's stopping the run, and when we do that, we win the game.
Just sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy element to that if you achieve those goals to get in the playoffs, then you're going to be in a state of readiness to win within the playoffs?
I think so. In the playoffs, running game is critical. Everybody wants to throw the ball, but if you can control the clock and dictate how the team is attacking, that's the formula in the playoffs.
What's it been like for you to see your brother settle into that short yardage role?
I think he's just, really attacked it. I think in that role, he's looking forward to it and just try to make the most out of those plays. I was giving him hell the one day when he was working on his voice and his inflection with it, but he's getting a lot better with it.
What makes him good at it?
Besides having Darnell throw him all over the place, I don't know, but I think Connor runs his feet. Has a good balance. A couple times it's not just been 1 yard; it's been like 4 or 5 yards. So they have a lot of success in that.
Do you practice defending against that in practice? Do you have to go up against him?
We don't practice against our offense in that. We do some drills to, simulate that. That's a, flavor of the last couple of years that everybody's really adopted. So, every team's got to be ready to stop the Tush push.
So you guys going to call it something different, like the Heyward heave? Darnell throws him over the line or something like that, or the Connor crush or something like that?
Yeah, put me back there too. We can all make this happen.
Who does he try to emulate with his snap count then? Is he trying to copy Aaron?
I don't know if he's trying to copy Aaron. It's just become more defined and more, like he's taking control of the line.
What have you seen develop as far as communication between the leaders in this offense and to get the plays that you guys need out there?
I just think the open dialogue, that's something I really appreciate of Art through his times here. Just his office is always open and being able to be approachable. And I think it really helped having MBS and Adam. That veteran presence and stuff like that helped the offense.
Veteran presence help. I think you're the most tenured guy in this offense, I believe. I don't think anyone's been here longer than you. What does it mean to you to see a guy, the coach, be that receptive and not let his ego get in the way of letting you guys insert stuff into the game plan?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, we're out there playing and stuff, and anything we feel comfortable with. Art's, like I said, very receptive of being able to put us in positions that we feel we can help the team win. and that's something I really appreciate about him.
You guys ran a season high 11 personnel against Miami. Do you think that's growing trust within you guys to just bring out different packages and different personnel groupings?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Art and Aaron have trust in a lot of us. It's just like Art always says, it's opponent specific, and if we can feel like we can exploit what the defense is doing in a certain personnel group, then we're going to lean heavy in that. And it's been fun to be a part of, and it's been fun to see the process of the game plans evolve throughout the week and how we're trying to attack our opponents.
Did you feel like there was any sort of breakthrough after the Bills game that you guys were almost like an aha moment where like you guys were in the room and you're like, we can make this work?
Not really like that aha moment, but I just feel like we were able to simplify things, make sure everyone was on the same page, what we're trying to execute, what we're trying to get done, and go back to what we've been comfortable and successful at doing in the past. And so I think everyone has seen that in the past couple of weeks, and we've been putting some points up on the board and moving the ball. So I'm just going to continue to do that and be able to execute when times get tough.
What role does Mike Tomlin play in those those things he's in on all the time, or is that just stuff that's between you guys and Mark specifically?
You're gonna have to ask Art, Mike D. I kind of stay in my lane with that kind of stuff and just do what I'm told.
Rob Gronkowski said today that Darnell reminds him of him. Do you kind of see some of Gronk's game in Darnell?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Darnell is massive. So is Gronk, and so anytime we can get the ball in Darnell's hand, he makes a big play, and he's a tough tackle, and it's been super cool to see his growth throughout the years he's been here, and just seeing him grow as a rookie coming in and now his third year. It's been super cool and super fun for me to see, just not on the football field but off it as well, and I'm just super proud of everything he's done.
During games, do you know that he has a ball in his hands even before you look with how the crowd is cheer when they get him the ball?
that play last week when he got the ball and it took like 7 or 8 guys of the Dolphins to tackle him. It was super cool to see.
Thanks, man.
When they first did the Tush, did you ever think that? Did you ever volunteer for that, or did you ever think you'd be a part of that? Why did it go to Connor?
No, I mean I've never took a snap of a football under center, so that's not my role. But Connor was going back to playing him against Michigan State. He's always been like a chess piece, and that's how Michigan State used him. And it's been cool to see him get a role in the offense, a big role too, and just being him able to execute it. Man, it's super happy for Connor, and he's a football player, and he's been doing great.
How have you seen, I guess, the young guys in their understanding of when you guys are calling checks out? Because I know you talked about, and a lot of people talk about popcorn and guys leaving their assignments to do other things when they're vacating their own. How have you seen those guys kind of adapt to fit in that?
Yeah, I think that comes from the organization, how they draft. A lot of the draft pick came from good colleges and stuff. People who play sound football, great technique. So when they come here, it's really not much of a change up for them. It's just doing it in a larger system. And just those guys have an understanding that even in the NFL, guys just don't do their own thing. And, when you see the older guys doing their own thing, it kind of gives them the will to be like, hey, I can do my own thing too. So just now it's all understanding that we all have to be accountable, all have to be on the same page, holding that integrity of the team. It's just something that we got to do if we want to win.
What point was that when you said you guys just got fed up with it?
Yeah, it was just games that we shouldn't be losing.
After a Buffalo game? Or?
It was kind of before that, and we started trending in the right direction, and Buffalo was just like the last straw. Everybody got off what they needed to get off, and everybody was basically right. Everybody was saying the same exact thing, that we just got to be accountable and do our job.
What's that do for a room when you have that type of meeting or interaction?
Yeah, I think it gives a little bit of confidence because everybody knows they feel the same way. And it's not just, hey, I see this and I'm keeping it in my head. Hold on, I'm seeing the same thing, I'm keeping it in my head, and everybody's seeing the same thing, but nobody's saying nothing. So it got to the point that you can feel the tension in the room, and everybody who needed to say something said something. And it's been flowing right ever since. So we just got to build on that. We definitely do got to be better, but it's trending in the right direction.
That was you instigating that, or Porter? Or?
It was a little bit of everybody, because it was just basically if you got something to say it. Guys just said what they had to say. It wasn't no come to Jesus moment, or everybody just chewing each other out. It was just hey, this is how I see something. This is how I see something. And then everybody was like, hey, how about we all just do this? So it was just a little bit of everybody just chiming in, saying what they had to say.
Why do you think it's carried over?
because we care. Every single person on the team cares. Everybody want to win. You know, it's the whole Pittsburgh playoff thing that we really could care less about. Us as players haven't even been in Pittsburgh that long. We just care about playing football and winning. So at the end of the day, we're football players. We love football. Obviously, we want to win. So that's the biggest thing.
Just to clarify what we were talking about earlier, did Mike identify the thing between you and TA, or was it like you both came to him and he kind of was like, hey guys, let's fix this?
It was kind of like he came into it and was like, hey, like let's get on the same page about it, because we'll always have conversations, but it was just like we'll never meet when we needed to and stuff. So it was just a point of like us understanding each other. Like I said, like I used to like get a little hot because I want everything to be right. I want everything to be great. Obviously, knowing like every calling will be everything, but I just felt like some things could have been putting us in a better position, and TA felt that as well. So it just came to the point where we just had to get on the same page about things and how I see it and how he sees it.
This rookie wall, or you past that?
You know, I'm not really thinking about any rookie wall right now. I just think that just coming in here trying to get better every day, prepare myself for anything, and then go out there and play to my fullest potential.
Is there any extra added motivation going back to that state?
No, I mean, look, I'm just getting ready for, you know, for a game against a good opponent. You know, good offensive line. You know, good quarterback. I mean, playmakers all over the field. So, just preparing every day like I would normally.
Jack, as you watch tape, what makes that run game so challenging?
Yeah, I mean, they got two, you know, really explosive backs. You know, two of the best in the league, and great quarterback. You know, they're a really good team and well coached too. So. They present a lot of challenges, and it's a good opportunity for us.
Could you have ever expected to get this many opportunities your rookie? Like, what were your expectations coming in for the season?
Yeah, I just think that coming in, I just was coming in trying to work as hard as I can and get better and grow as a player and learn. So, you know, I'm just excited to continue that, and got two great older guys in the room, and Nick Herbert, who's been playing great football too. So be able to learn from those guys has been great.
Where do you feel like you've improved the most? Is it run defense? Is it the pass rush? Because they asked you to do a lot here.
Yeah, I just think that you know, coming into this game, you know, a little different from what I'm used to. Just trying to learn and grow as much as I can each day, you know, on everything, and prepare myself and get ready so that, you know, when I'm in there, I can help out and help the collective and do my part to the best I can.
Odds are you'll be opposite Sewell for the most part, right?
I'm not sure yet.
Don't know yet. As far as if you do see him,
yeah,
what kind of challenge will that pose?
Yeah, he's a great player. You know, he's one of the better right tackles in this league, and he's athletic. He's got good hands, and you know, he's strong and physical too. So, you know, he's a really good player.
Generally speaking, because he is as good as he is, do they leave him alone for the most part?
You know, I'm not so sure yet. You know, I think that you know, when you're playing a good player like that, you know, sometimes, you know, those guys don't really need a whole lot of help. But, you know, I just think that it's a good challenge for us up front. You know, whole defensive line versus their offensive line. You know, they got some veterans, they got some young guys too, and it's going to be a good battle.
Jack, what do you guys think you can build on from Monday night, especially from a run defense?
Yeah, I think we're growing in the right direction in a lot of areas in that, being gap sound and getting off blocks and making plays. I just feel we can keep getting better in every component of the run game, and you know, the sky's the limit for this defense.
Mike and Omar told us when you were drafted, the run game was in mind. Like when they drafted you,
yeah,
they make that known to you pretty early on. That's why.
Yeah, I think that, you know, the first thing in any defensive line room, you know, is stopping the run, and obviously here in Pittsburgh, PA, you know, the standard is stopping the run. So, you know, there's definitely been a point of emphasis, you know, for all of us.
Aaron talked about after the game, sort of hoping that belief rises amongst not just you guys, but everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Is that happening? You found that maybe within the walls here that there's a little bit more belief after the last two victories?
Yeah, I think we've always had belief. You know, I think that even with some of our early season struggles, you know, we never lost belief or lost faith, you know, because it's a long season, and, you know, getting hot at the right time matters the most. And, you know, I think that, you know, right now we're trending in the right direction. We're getting better in the areas that we need to get better at, and you know, I'm really excited about where we're going right now.
For you personally, what's it like to be a part of this, like this time of year with these type of high-stake games?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, that's what you live for. You know, that's what you play the game for. So I think that you know, being later in the year and kind of the games get heightened, and, you know, there's more at stake. You know, that's kind of what you play this game for. You know what I mean? So. It's exciting, and you know, it's a great opportunity for us.
Did going through that last year at Ohio State prepare you for this?
Yeah, I think that, you know, playing at Ohio State and playing a lot of big games, especially last year, I think it definitely gets you ready to play in these games at this level.
What kind of confidence, or what does it say about the confidence that Mike T and Arthur Smith have in you guys that he's calling it multiple times in a game, sometimes back-to-back plays?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, that builds confidence with us, just being aggressive, calling it on 4th and 1 or whatever it may be. So, just in them crunch time moments. So I feel like it builds lots of confidence within the whole offense and, just within the whole team. So
Darnell, is there more strategy to it than maybe you think, or is it just pure brute strength?
I mean, at least from my perspective, I'm not, in the front line, with those guys, but I feel like it's just my job is just really just push. I mean, I guess I kind of got the easy part in a way. So
Does Kenny have the same role as you?
Yeah, he do, but
you're a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Ron Gronkowski said today that you don't mind him. So what do you think of that?
I mean, that's crazy. That's just me. As a player. Everybody know his status, his whole resume. So to me, I feel like that's special in a way. Yeah.
One more Tush Bush question. How important is it for you guys to be aggressive on offense, knowing that Detroit's a team that goes for it on 4th down a lot throughout a game?
You said how important?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's very important. Definitely, early in the game, as, you build your confidence with your team, that's offense or defensively. I feel like it's very important, just because that carries through the 4th quarter, that carries throughout the whole game. So I feel like that's very, like I said, important.
Darnell, what kind of momentum does that give an offense or maintain for an offense when you convert those 4th downs?
I feel like it gives a lot of momentum because at the end of the day, you only get 4 downs until you earn a set of new ones. So as you keep collecting those set of downs, it opens up a lot of different things. So.
Darnell, what can you say about the way Dylan played on Sunday or Monday?
I mean, everybody knows he's played, great or, up to the standard. Just me, personally, I felt, Dylan's my guy. So, I mean, I saw him work from practice squad all the way to where he at now. So I feel like, it's special. So.
Is there a lot of respect in the room
100%.
because of that?
Yeah, 100%. I tell him all the time, man, I'm Team Dylan Cook. So.
How'd you guys become close?
Honestly, so one of my high school teammates ended up going to Montana with him. So, and they was actually, fortunately, roommates. So, we, when I came here and he came here, he was like, "Oh, do I know Zoe?" And I was like, "Yeah." So, just that mutual friend / teammate. So,
You've seen him come a long way too, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. Just every camp, seeing him going against our ones or whoever it may be. Like I said, he worked his way from P Squad to where he at now. So
going back home, of course, it's nice to go back home and play for the family. But I played on that field from Little League to high school, so I know what it's about, man. I'm just happy to get back on the field with my brothers.
How many times have you played it?
Little League once, then high school about 2 times.
Wins?
One Little League, one a championship Little League, one a Catholic League in high school up there in Washington.
How many people will you have coming through?
I don't know yet. I've been getting a lot of texts, but once I found out that come on my check, it got a little different.
Derrick, I'm sure you were disappointed that you couldn't play on Monday, but how do you feel now, and do you think that was beneficial for you for Sunday?
Yeah, man, I was a little agitated, but I know Coach is looking out for the best within the team and me, man. So I'm just really excited to get back out here, and I feel good, man.
You feel good about playing indoors on that kind of surface? What's that like?
It's football. Yeah. It's football.
Everyone talks about the importance of stopping the run. I mean, I think it would be extra important against this kind of team with the 2 guys that they have.
Yeah, they got some explosive backs back there, man. But hey, we just got to stop the run as a D-line, stay in our gaps, set the edges. We can't let 0 out in the edge. We can't let 5 up between the tackles, man. So that's how we're trying to stop them.
Are they as physical and offensive line as you see?
Yeah, them guys pretty physical. They got some athletic guys and some strong guys, but hey, we're physical too and we athletic. So I'm really go compete.
Were you a Lions fan growing up?
Yeah, I'm from Detroit, so I had to be, but I'm a Steelers boy now, so appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Derrick.